In my culture, death is not the end. It's more of a stepping off point. You reach out with both hands and bust and segment. They lead you into the green veldt where you can run forever.
Last week, we've heard of the unfortunate news that the star of Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, died because of colon cancer. And I think it's just fitting that this week, to give our honor and to pay our respects, to look at the movie The Black Panther, and let's see the lessons that we can learn from it. Black Panther is my favorite solo movie in the Marvel Universe. Of course, iba yung Avengers, iba yung Guardians of the Galaxy, yung mga team movies, alright? But Black Panther is my number one most favorite. Is on top of my list. Than Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, all of these movies. And the idea of the movie is that there's a unknown nation in the continent of Africa. It's called Wakanda, and it's hidden from the outside world. From the outside, it looks like a third world country, a very poor country. But little that we know na under the barrier pala, or under this invisible force field, when you pass through this, is that we will see for ourselves the most technologically advanced nation in the whole world. Our main character is T'Challa, the son of the late King T'Chaka. If you remembered in Civil War, he died there, and he's very reluctant. He feels that he's not ready. He feels that he doesn't have what it takes to be the king, and of course he misses his father so much. And there's a big challenge that he needs to protect his country from invader. Now we will look at the movie and we will see 5 things that we can learn from this movie, Black Panther. Number 1, we treasure the old generation as we treasure the next generation as well. When you look at the movie, almost in every part of the movie, we can see the culture of the Africans, of the Wakandans, that they honor their elder. They go to their elders for wisdom. They go to their elders to preserve their culture. They go to their elders to ask for the things that needs to be done for their country. Okay, sobrang ino-honor nila yon. And I believe that we should do the same thing. That we should go to the older generation, our fathers, our uncles, the people that are older than us, and ask for their wisdom, ask for their experiences. Also, preservers ng culture yan. Preservation of what we have, we value. The next generation naman, they provide energy, they provide innovations, they provide inventions, they provide creations. Ang pinaka-perfect example dito is si Princess Shuri, who I really like the character very much, that invents all of these things and upgrades their way of life. Now, when you look at the younger generation, yes, inexperience yan. Yes, sometimes nilalaglag yan yung mga values. Yes, sometimes walang respect yung mga yan. But I plead to you that we should look at look to them for energy. Look to them for creativity. Look to them for ideas. Look for them for innovations because they have a lot of that. And if only we can work together, the older generation and the next generation, I believe that we can do a lot of good in this. Number 2, women are awesome. Palakpak naman yung mga women subscribers natin dyan. And in this movie, there's a balance of men and women heroes. And they're equally strong in their own terms. They're equally powerful. They're equally useful. In fact, Okoye, the leader of the Dora Milaje, is the right hand of King T'Challa, and he is very dependable kay Okoye. It's as if he's not gonna function without his general. And if you look at the queen with her elegance and her wisdom, and how she's also willing to sacrifice everything for her nation and for her children, grabe nga naman yung mga women in this movie. Sometimes you need to be knocked down first.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it.
Alam niyo, when we enter this life, lalo na yung kakagraduate mo pa lang, there are dreams, there are things that we want to achieve, and in our minds we have like a perfect way on how that will unfold. In our minds we have a perfect plan. Okay, this will happen in year 1, this will happen in year 2, this will happen in year 3, this is what happened in year 4. But the truth is, life is not like that. There will be so many challenges. There will be so many people who will oppose us. Sometimes conditions are not favorable. Parang ngayon, there's a pandemic, and maybe you did not things are not going the way you want it to be. But just like T'Challa in the movie, he failed at first. He failed miserably. In fact, ang yabang niya kasi, he thought that he can defeat yung kalaban niya, and yet he died, literally. And in life, I've heard of a quote once, it's not important how many times you get knocked down. It's important how many times you go back up. 4, we all have a purpose and a destiny. If you look at the movie, one of the recurring themes is that merong binigay sa atin na purpose si Lord. Merong binigay sa atin destiny si Lord na sometimes you don't like it. Sometimes you push it away. Just like T'Challa, he's not ready. Okay, he's still mourning from the death of his father. Hindi siya ready. But that is his destiny. That's God's plan for him. And he failed a lot of times. Yes, but he did not stop until magampanan niya yung purpose niya, and that is to be a king. In fact, I want to read na, when I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I use everything that you gave me. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing, that we are faithful in the God-given purpose, in the talents, the skill sets that He gave us. And I'd really, really encourage you to ask God, Lord, what is that? What is my purpose? Okay, you go ask around the people around you as well, because they kind of know. Okay, what are you good at? Saan ka ba magaling? Ano ba yung passion mo? Alright, and they will see that in you, and they will encourage you for it. Number 5, death is not the end. Death is not the end. In the movie, countless times, there's always a scene where they will see the kings of old in this so-called astral plane. Now, of course, we don't believe in that. We don't believe that there's like this astral plane. But I believe that death is not the end of everyone. That there's this life beyond this life. So let's not. So yes, we find the purpose. Yes, we live our lives. Yes, we do everything so that we can achieve our goals, our dreams. But at the end of the day, this is not it. This is not it. There's a life out there that's eternal. And just like in the movie, we don't want to spend our eternity. We don't want to spend our life spending money, time, and talent in this world that will be gone anyway. We want to invest on the eternal things. And just like Chadwick, no, he just like what I've said, when he died, um, yes, he's physically gone with us right now, but he inspired so much. He inspired so many young people. He inspired so many dreamers. He probably inspired the black community as well. That you live your life not just on what you can see for today, but live life, invest things on the eternal, because that's more important.
Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. God will move someone that's holding you back away from a door and put someone there who will open it for you. If it's meant for you, I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Now, this is your time.